It's game time. Welcome to the Sports Bants and Prosecco.
Yeah. And then we asked ourselves, would you like to be a man?
No.
Answer, hey, thank you very much.
No,
Because
thank
that's
you.
exactly what we all said. We're like,
No,
hell
thank you.
no.
No, thank you. I love being a woman.
Yeah.
I'm getting mashed up here. I better put this thing down.
All right, so let's get the elephant out the room.
Right. Welcome to
Sports Bants and Prosecco. Let's get the elephant out of the room.
Yes, let's start.
Right.
God help us. God help us. God help us.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
And it's moving.
Right. It's literally going. Okay,
Man United won the FA Cup.
Wait, I mean,
Blop, blop.
I don't really have a dog in that fight. I know you didn't want to
right,
think
right,
to them.
right.
Anything to say?
I wanted them both to lose.
Do you know it was
That
funny?
might happen, and they were the better side.
And you know, it was like I was watching one editing the last one. We were coming for you. We was all
were.
over.
I know.
We were.
I was coming for
You
you.
are coming for yourself,
I was
girl.
coming for
I was
me.
like, this didn't April.
I was coming for me, and Pep's feisty. Did you watch the interview?
Yes,
No, I didn't.
I
The
did.
man said, "So did you think that the Betis team won?" He went, "No."
No.
On the day,
went, no.
he should have
We
said
were
on the.
good.
He should have said on the
Yeah, thank you.
day.
He was like, "No, we were great. We were my team. My team was fantastic."
I don't know
we
which
had
game
many-
he
I
was
didn't watch the game, but I was
Many
driving the kids
chances.
around.
I was sitting there
Nah,
looking at him,
mate.
and I thought, you know what? I don't like you even more.
Oh, you didn't like him
Sit from
before?
that. Well, no.
He's too arrogant sometimes.
I don't
It's
support
too much.
Barcelona. I'm a Madrid, Spanish side.
Mm-hmm.
I rate him and I respect him for what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
He's too cocky. Like, give props where props is due.
Exactly, and that day you should
United
have
were
really.
good.
Walk me through it because I was chauffeuring the kids
No, I
around.
don't know what you're sitting over your face, push up, because have you won any trophies this season?
Last season.
No.
Have you not?
Did you win anything
Okay.
Did you win anything last season as well?
No.
Oh.
Who got community shields?
Shade.
You guys got community shields.
Yeah.
So you did win something.
Last season.
Last season or this season? Last season. This
No,
is
you
at
ain't
the
won shit
beginning-
this season, so don't go there.
No. Huh?
was it
No,
last
you got a red
season?
cup.
She can't remember.
And then you me, I'm going.
Do you know what? I'm gonna let her have it. I'm gonna let her have it.
We'll go.
I'm gonna let her
She
have it.
deserves
Right?
it.
I'm
She
gonna let her have
suffers.
it. But you know what? Fuck
did.
you. But I'm gonna let you have it.
She looks so hurt.
Right, so Man United, right? Manchester United were
Here we
so
go,
rubbish
United.
this
Yep.
season,
Yep.
but they came away with the FA Cup.
Do you know what?
motherfuckers.
Respect.
What you talking
Yeah,
about?
props.
Respect is due still.
Yeah.
Right?
Because
I didn't see the
And
game.
we finished 8th. We didn't
I'm
get
not
Europe. But
respecting
guess
her.
what's happened? We're in Europe.
Wait. She went from we don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. Do you remember?
Yep.
I
Yep.
know they deserved it the way they played.
I didn't see it, so it was
And
good. They
Ten
were good.
Hag, I
They
take
were
back
good.
everything I said the week before.
No, seriously, they were
Well
really
done.
good.
I was
Okay.
laughing at the
Man
whole.
City. They were still in the club, still celebrating the.
They were
fact that
hungover.
they had won.
Do you know
Yeah,
what? All
no,
I'm
respect.
gonna
It was
say
disgusting.
is
It was just.
I
yeah.
really hope they keep Ten Hag.
Do you know
Well,
what?
this is.
I
this
really,
is the
really
part
I think
you
they
do
might.
your
I
thing.
really want them to. I want
think
them
they
to
might.
so badly.
No.
I really do. I do.
Jokes
I
aside.
know. I'm serious.
No, you're taking the piss.
She was having a season like this.
Let them be shit the whole season. Yeah. And let's see what I got.
They've
Go on,
gone
Lou.
very quiet on that front. I've got a sneaky feeling
They're
that
gonna
he
keep
might
it.
have redeemed
Oh,
himself.
good.
But you know what? I was thinking about this on a serious note 2 days ago. If I'm not even 2 days ago, about a day ago. I thought about it.
Like,
Take
Right?
one day. That is a big difference. 2 days ago, I should take one day.
No, let me be honest, it's only one day.
It was only a day ago.
I was like, if we replace Ten Hag, who's gonna come in?
It's a good boy.
Deserby.
He can go and sit down at Brighton.
Is left.
Who's gonna come in?
Has
Yeah,
he?
this is what I'm
Pochettino.
saying. I thought that.
I think Pochettino. I don't think he's going to go there.
Thank
No, I'm
you.
just saying that was
Oh, yeah.
when you think
That's
about
it.
who's available.
Who
But
is
then
available
I
right
said to
now?
myself, actually, no.
What would you have
Let's
thought to
keep him for
Pochettino?
another year, in
Liverpool?
fact.
What would you have thought to Pochettino for Liverpool?
And I'm sure
I don't know.
I think you would have. I think you'd have been alright with it.
Who, Pochettino at Liverpool?
Mm.
So, yeah, no, to
we
end
have to-
Manchester United
That's what I say,
situation.
that's
That's
about
No,
the
we
thing
don't.
I'm
We
not.
don't. I want him to stay.
Yeah, good.
Who?
I
Ten
want
Hag,
to
Ten
say.
Hag.
I
I
want to
actually
say
do.
Do you know what? It'll be an interesting experiment if he does stay, purely because he's been there how many seasons now?
Two.
And we're letting go
So
of
he's
ours
getting into his
after
third.
one. And we're saying
your
scratch that.
is something.
potential. You're saying well, we don't know. They might say let's not scratch that. So it'd be interesting to see if the extra season makes the difference.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
When it's curious because when you look at Bayern, who've taken Vincent Company,
Sorry.
but whatever we think,
On Vincent
right?
Company.
We'll come on that, yeah.
Chelsea have got
Enzo.
right? Who is he young? I know he worked under Pep.
Yes,
for
he
a
looks
while.
like Pep too.
But, oh my God.
Sorry, but he does.
But Pep's
That's
obviously developed. If we're going back, hopefully Pep's developing superstar.
Well,
Yes.
sure.
I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
always.
Yeah.
So, because it looks like when you think about Alonso and you think about Arteta, right, that all of a sudden everybody wants young managers, proven or not, because and they're talking about the process now.
Yeah.
But don't you think that's the
And that's
change
quite
of the guards
curious.
now?
Well, it depends. You know, look at the manager of Real. What's his name?
Ancelotti.
Yeah.
No, I know. He's old, but he's the oldest. But this is what I'm saying.
what
They don't
saying is,
always
I don't-
work though.
I
Look at
don't
what happened to
know, but
Lampard.
It doesn't have to be a change
Mate,
of the
Lampard
guard
was.
if you're
I'm
good
sorry.
enough.
No,
Yeah, but look
I
what happened to
agree.
Lampard. He flopped and he came
flopped in
through
every team that
Chelsea.
he's-
But specifically with Chelsea, I wouldn't have thought he would have flopped there because he came through Chelsea as a player, as a back
probably a
house.
shit manager.
Yeah, exactly. So,
exactly
this is
right.
what
but
she's
I
saying.
think give him a few years. Let him play around in the background part of the team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give him a few years. I think he'll be fine.
Or let them earn their stripes. You know, go to a lower league team.
Yeah, I
Start
think
somewhere.
so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Start
Yeah.
somewhere young.
But I
for
also
sure.
do feel like you need to learn more about the back office before you go and the idea that you think about just because you've been a player, you get to go and manage these massive teams. It's actually disrespectful in some
It
ways.
is.
Because you've got some people that this is their life.
Yeah.
And they're not getting a shot.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
But because you're an ex-footballer,
Yep.
But
getting
it's proven now that it doesn't really
it doesn't work.
It
No, it
doesn't,
doesn't
'cause
really
look,
work.
Even Steven Gerrard.
I even disagree with
Steven
company.
went to thingy. He really didn't do Aston Villa. What happened?
Steven,
Like a
what's
few
his face?
days.
No, but he
Initially-
did well in Scotland.
Yeah, but
Yes,
he
Glasgow-
started
he
doing
did.
well.
He was at
He
Rangers
did
as well.
Rangers, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
he did
Glasgow.
well, but came to Premier. And he just did
The chubbyish one that used to play for United.
Rooney.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
he's
flopped
now-
as well.
Well, he's now at
He's
Plymouth
not even
Argyle.
chubby.
But
He's got a
now-
job now at Plymouth Argyle.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go, innit? Like,
I looked at Rooney was on the telly the other day.
He's a hot mess.
but, oh my God. But don't you also feel...
seriously, I was like,
Somebody put on under the comment, he looks like an old Ghanaian man.
white skin.
And I was like, I can see it. But my point is like, it's almost, because he screwed up so badly, it hasn't, but it's almost rubbished his football career. Like, when he comes to play and talking like a pundit, I'm like, shut up.
I tell
Shut
you,
up.
I tell you,
Shut up.
say
No,
no.
quite get with Rooney as a
But
pundit.
I tell you where he did
No, I
well
think
was
he-
when he was in the
Derby.
States.
Oh, when he was in Washington DC.
He managed them well and he dumped them.
Was it Washington DC?
I can't remember which club it was.
But the Football
he
League
did
over
well,
there,
and then he dumped
It's
them
different.
to come
Different
to
dream,
come,
you can't compare.
Championship and flopped.
Yeah, he flopped it.
But don't you feel like the Football League
Why do
is,
I feel like he was sacked?
what, in
'Cause
the US?
No, he didn't.
What,
the US?
In the US.
No, he left. Well, because he didn't want to stay with them. He wanted to come
Any
back to England.
real
Okay, for
manager,
Derby, for
no
the Derby
shade,
job.
no shade, but any real manager wants to be in Europe.
Yeah.
This is where football is. Like,
Yeah.
this is football.
Yeah.
Lives and
True,
breathes.
of course
Any
it
real
is.
man, any real manager, even if you're making money over you really want to be in Europe.
But that's where it is at the moment.
Yeah, and if you can, you want to be in the Premier League. Let's call a
Don't
spade a
be
spade.
Saudi
Do you know what I
and
mean?
whoop your ass. The fans are whipping. Do you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
and Mourinho.
Slap it up.
Fenerbahce.
Fenerbahce, yeah, they've extended
I
his
love
contract.
it.
And employing the fucker.
I like him
He's lying on
so
his
much.
He's
You
a
do?
dick.
I really do. Listen, he did bits for Chelsea, you know. The first time
yeah,
round.
I guess because
First time
Chelsea,
round.
yes, yeah.
Chelsea.
yeah,
We-
yeah,
we were
definitely.
those guys when he was there.
Yeah.
I personally feel like the team and Backhouse whoever really disrespected him the second time he came back. I personally, they played shit for him as far as I'm concerned.
No, for real.
Purposely,
Yeah.
they
But-
totally disrespected him.
But Chelsea are like that though.
Yeah, they
Let's be
do that.
fair.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They're down
Evident with
tools,
all
the
of them.
managers.
No,
Yeah, but it
and
was
they're
almost-
very Abramovich, as it was at the time, was very cutthroat because you could win and he would sack you.
You will suck you.
And no one don't know
for
why.
real.
So
Yeah.
you kind of
Politics.
they've got a history
Politics.
of
Doing that,
that
of
kind of
getting
behaviour.
rid.
Like, I don't even know why Jose left the first time, being honest with you, because he was on a...
Where did he go? Madrid, no?
Yes, he did.
He did.
That's- It was Chelsea, Real
Madrid,
Madrid, then
Inter.
Inter.
Yeah. But my
Yeah.
saying is, when he left, we were still on a high. We were still doing well, still
Yeah.
doing well. Da, da, da. So I was even surprised when he left.
Did
When he
you
went
see
to-
any clips of him leaving? How the fans were so upset. I mean, the players hugging and tears.
and the thing is, when he left, I almost understood it because I was like, okay, it's Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Totally.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, okay,
If you're,
yeah.
you're at the top of your game, you want to go
Yeah.
to another big...
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. But in hindsight, actually, when I deep it properly,
You're
why
like,
did
you
he
should have
leave?
stayed.
Yeah, what the hell did you leave
Why
for?
did you leave? Because you were literally, he was doing so well.
And then to come back and to be treated like that, they treated him horribly.
They really did.
Did he? No,
They
and for him
really
to
did.
come back, that means he wouldn't have fallen out with Abramovich.
Exactly. I don't think
No,
he
but
did.
he did the
Second
players
time.
found tools on him.
The second time.
The second
Second
time
tools
wasn't the
on him.
greatest.
No,
Second
they
time.
did. That's what I mean. For him to
Yeah,
come
the
back,
second time
like
they're down
what
to-
Lou's
But you know what's
saying-
more disrespectful than downing tools on your manager, on your gaffer? You're downing tools on your
Sorry,
fans.
but I really love your crepe.
Yeah.
Girl.
Like, I need a pair.
Thank you, girl.
Where
I
they
bought a
from?
pair for my baby for her birthday, and I was like, "You can't have a pair, and I don't have a pair."
Oh, no, I
love it.
I'm
But I
not
had
a
to
fan
wait.
of those
But I had
type
to
of
wait 'cause
But
Jordans.
I just showed you. Remember, I showed you the ones with the pink.
Yeah,
thing
that's
that
what
I
I'm saying.
wanted.
I'm not so much a fan of the, but the plain whites with the little
They look
gold.
good. Yeah.
I know we're talking sports, but you got to talk about.
Oh, well, they're
Talk about the
Jordans.
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 It's Jordan,
Yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Jordan. Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so-
sorry. Back to yeah.
No worries. But the disrespect of the not just you disrespected the fans.
Yeah.
Because the minute he left, they started playing well again. So it was like, oh, you shit.
You
Yeah.
bastards.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
You
exactly what
shit.
happened.
Yeah, I forgave them because they were playing well though. But I was like, you
But yeah,
shit.
you know, think,
Mourinho for you guys.
Was it Ancelotti? Who was after him?
mate, you
God,
lot
there's so
changed
bloody many.
So many
Like,
managers.
So Ancelotti,
I can't keep
talking
up.
about managers because I was thinking about this, but it's like now the old managers are really There's very
They're
far.
really,
Few.
yeah.
It's only Ancelotti, right? If you think about it, like renowned in the big clubs.
I can't see anybody
I
in my
don't
head.
see
that's-
anybody else.
Are you talking about Big Five?
You might be
Or
right,
general-
right. You might be right.
So it's really changing, and it's
Yeah.
going back to what we're saying.
Yeah,
the
'cause the
players
young
that
ones,
we
yeah.
used to see play
They're
are
the
now
ones
becoming
managing.
managers. I mean,
Although I'm not sure because the new Barcelona manager Flick.
God, we've been through it.
Oh,
oh, okay,
Flick.
Flick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
real.
I don't know
yeah.
how
For
old
real.
he is.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, but you got 1 and 2. But I guess this.
But he's not like
essentially-
old though.
No.
Okay,
He's
talking
not.
of managers, Vincent Compania, as I call him.
Well, all I'm gonna
What's
say,
that about?
Vincent.
all I'm gonna say, right, is clearly to get the big job, you have
You've
to
gotta
get
be
relegated.
You have to get relegated
From the Premier
Because
League.
I
Premier League,
don't. What
right?
is the sense in that? It's not making sense to
He
me.
won 5 games in the
Yeah.
Premiership, drew 9,
Drew. And
got
then,
relegated, and got the job at Bayern Munich.
I
Yeah,
don't,
how?
Do you
how?
think?
is that even?
Do you think there's something we don't know?
No,
There's gotta be.
Well, I
There's
tell you,
definitely gotta be.
Because
I
it don't
go
make
back to
sense.
this, right? Because there was a thing where Bayern Munich, well, as the media would say, because I don't know.
Yeah.
But everyone they tapped up was like, no, I don't know.
For sure, nobody really
Right.
wanted that,
But
JLB.
I
Why?
wonder, they look at Alonso, who's a young manager.
Mm-hmm.
They look at Arteta, who's a young manager. That's what I say. And think, I wonder if that's the way
That's
they
the
should
way
go.
forward.
That's and
But
this
then
goes
how
back to what
why
we're saying
company,
about the
though?
young.
But remember, isn't this Alonso's first job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Arteta's first job?
Yeah.
So they're thinking we might just
Maybe. I don't know.
You know,
That's
all
my
I
thing.
do is I
But
wish
I'm
him
with
well.
you, Mel. I
Seriously.
agree with what you're saying, and this is why I think I said it to you on the phone when I was saying it really is changing. Where we're having the young players, young managers that we used to watch play, and now becoming the managers because that's what's going to happen.
But do you think you can have that relationship with the players that the slightly older? Because some of the slightly older guys, I remember Jose saying that he looked. I can't remember who it was. He was talking about, but like I was his black dad. I was his white dad. Like, and Mazel was like, Jose's white. I was like, Jose's white. What's all here? But yeah, but it's like even the same thing with Arsene Wenger. Same thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? As in,
Yeah.
it was almost like a parent relationship.
yeah,
Folks,
yeah,
it's almost a parent
yeah.
relationship. It is, and I think that's.
I didn't. Well, I mean, what do you know? I couldn't say that I saw. It's only when the players talk about it, they talk about the relationship they have with the manager. So I don't know the type of relationship he would have had with Pep. No, company managed Anderlecht in Belgium first.
Oh yes, he did.
And how did he do
yes,
there?
He did.
And
yes,
I think he did okay.
And hence why they tapped him up for Burnley job,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he was
yes,
at Anderlecht.
yes.
But
In
here's the
Belgium.
thing: Burnley was never going to do fantastically well in the Premier League.
No.
And I specifically say in the Premier League.
And so
Had
there
it been the
is-
league
yeah.
below, different story.
And this is why I wonder about Enzo.
Wait, how long was he at Burnley?
A season, he
Must
got
have
them
been
up
two,
straight
didn't
up.
he?
Right, well there you go.
And that's
So he
no,
kind of has
but
proven
that's
himself.
why-
Yeah, because he brought them up.
Yeah.
But that's why I wonder about Enzo. Because Enzo...
Enzo is the Leicester
Leicester,
City one.
yeah.
Let's
He's
go to-
your manager,
Yeah.
right?
And Leicester
They've signed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a 5-year too.
Done deal.
5 years.
I don't mean nothing to
5
Chelsea. Relax,
Yeah.
don't pay it out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. It's like
Relax, don't pay it out.
you just.
But
yeah.
I said to myself, you know what? I wonder because sometimes you think he could have stayed at Leicester. The expectation is lower. Proved himself in the
This is what I'm
Premiership.
saying.
He's gone to Chelsea that don't take no prisoners.
No.
True.
Right?
But-
he's not proven in the
but-
Premiership. He's
Wait,
not
wait,
proven.
But
Where's he
ask yourself
proven?
this. everybody's working towards those bigger teams. Everybody. There's no two ways about it. If someone offers it to you, you might not ever get that offer again.
That's the thing.
Yeah, but look at the Ipswich manager, for example. And he he signed a new contract with Ipswich.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday. And he was wanting to be tapped up.
Sometimes you got to give yourself...
Yeah, but if Chelsea comes knocking at your door and offers you the role, you say, yes, please, thank you. Even if you get sacked in a year, the visibility and
It's on your CV.
It's on your CV now.
But if you're shit...
It don't matter.
Not a good look.
No, let's be honest, it doesn't
just because
matter. Carlo Ancelotti didn't do well. He went on, with us.
Yeah, but
he went on to...
man, though. I mean, he did well before he came
Yeah,
here.
he's got a CV.
I hear what you're saying, but I just feel like...
And he didn't do badly at your team.
He just didn't do as well as the chosen one.
Yeah, but he didn't do badly.
No, but my point is, the way he left wasn't great, is what I'm saying. So my point is, even if someone offers me a job right now, and I know I'm not 100% ready for it, but the markup is good, the visibility is good, how it looks on my CV is brilliant, I'm taking it.
Yeah, true.
I'm taking it.
So,
because in this life, you have one life, innit? Not everything can be strategy.
Also, guys, think about this. And then also to kind of add a caveat to that is, what about those big managers that do come in, renowned, you've got experience and flop?
Exactly.
Many manager.
Right?
Exactly.
So I do agree with what Lou's saying, because absolutely take that.
Time will tell.
Yeah, but this is it, because if the big ones can flop, why not? You get an opportunity like that comes knocking.
Hopefully Enzo flops too. So
No.
He doesn't.
No. Absolutely not. But here's the thing, though. But here's the thing. Like Roy said, if you only get a certain amount of chances in life. I'm not gonna go, no, I'm going to do one more year at Leicester City, and then I fuck up at Leicester City and nobody wants me no more. No!
You've got to seize the moment. And
absolutely.
He took that moment, a bigger opportunity, better.
And the thing is, why shouldn't he? You've got people like Lampard being offered this, that, and the third, taking it. Why not?
I'm not saying
and he's
that
a proper
he shouldn't.
coach.
I just said I wonder.
Yeah, it's just that.
I'm not saying I shouldn't.
I think man will do what he feels is best for him and his family. I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm just saying
you're wondering.
It's a pondering.
I do it. I hear. Here's the thing. I'm sure he would have thought the same thing to himself. Like, is it worth? We're doing well over here. Sod that. Let's go. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's chip out.
And it's flattering as well. Somebody sees something and needs to hand you Chelsea.
Guys, that's the same thing as company going to Bayern Munich.
For sure. I mean,
yesterday I was watching this press conference. The man just looked like, I fucking made it. Sitting there like, when you can see trying to contain that smile, like, my players, But Harry Kane is your player, Rude Boy.
Yeah.
I think it's a culture thing as well, isn't it?
He's got a whole team.
He's got a team.
He's got a big personality.
How's he going to handle that shit?
But then isn't Vincent Kompany a big personality?
He is.
Well, wasn't he at Manchester United Man City, a leader?
Yeah, but that's different.
It's true.
Management is so different.
I'm telling you.
I think the issue we have in this day and age is, realistically, as a player, you should be like, shit, new coach, shit, got impressed.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not now.
So we'll see. But
and
let's
that's
have a quick
what
chat
I was thinking
about the Premiership, just how it ended, where it lies.
United won the FA Cup.
Jesus. I was robbed. I was robbed, Mel. I nearly had. I'll be honest with you, I don't even want to. I'd prefer not to play Europe
Lou,
at all than to pay conference.
You know what? There's one ground, right, where a train was
I said this at work the other day. I was like, my friend told me.
No, in Europe, in the Conference League.
The Conference League.
There's a ground, they showed it, and the train just
you're joking.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
I ain't gonna lie. I would actually prefer just to focus on the Prem, FA.
Sorry, bro. We did that.
Then doing that.
Yeah.
Big Chelsea, Big Chelsea.
Yeah. No, I'm proud.
Maybe
of my
they need
lads.
to be humbled.
I'm proud of my lads.
I mean,
we finished second, but we did everything that was asked of us.
You pushed. Man City.
We won all the games.
Do you think you're gonna actually win?
I feel like, but the odds are really bad. I would have put a tenner on us winning the league next season, but the odds are so fucking bad. That's how I feel. That's what will happen.
I think
that you're gonna win the league next season. You know what? I hope you do.
And let's mark it. What's today's date? The 1st of June?
Yeah.
2024?
2024.
You've all heard
do you
it
know
from
what,
me.
though? I do think next season's going to be very entertaining.
Same here.
I think it's going to be good. I think everybody's seen what everyone can do now. Do you know what I mean?
But it will change.
No, but what I'm saying, but everybody's seen what they need to do. Before it was, City, fuck it, doesn't matter. City's going to win, City's going to... But everybody's seen what everybody else needs to do now.
But then will City up their game though?
Sorry?
Then will City also take it?
They have to. Now they've got to be consistent.
Well, the thing
now,
is,
we've shown they're fallible. They've shown they're fallible.
But the thing is,
Do you know what? It's so true actually this season because they have.
but the thing is, as with every season, it depends on who you sell. It's going to depend on who
That's
you
what I was going
buy.
to say.
Of
Yeah.
There are a lot
course.
of permutations.
Of course.
And, you know, there's always one team who you expect to do either really badly, that does really well,
Yeah.
or that should do
Do you
really
have? Do
well.
you expect any? Who do you expect to do
Nottingham
badly?
Forest, props to them for staying up. Talking about the
Well,
Premier League,
I mean,
guys.
like,
And
for
Palace did a
example-
whooping at the
like,
end
for
as well.
example, I was really shocked at Palace and under Roy Hodgson. I thought they would have done better
They did all right in the
than
last
they
game.
did. No, but under the new manager they did.
Oh, yeah,
But
definitely.
under
Oh, for real? Yeah.
Yeah, but then I think, well, no
I
disrespect,
think
Roy was
Newcastle,
too
he
old.
deserves,
man. He needs to
Newcastle,
chill.
I thought would do better than they did.
Yeah, they literally
But
just.
how they were last season with the players that they had, I thought they would do better.
I mean,
than
this
they
is
did.
they had
Same here,
more
actually.
injuries,
Yeah,
so they had a lot of
with the
injuries.
buy-in.
Yeah, but they were decimated with injuries.
To be
So
honest
were
with you,
United when we add with injuries.
We weren't talking about
No, but I'm just adding to that because you lot seem to forget
like-
that Manchester United had a lot of injuries.
I think next season's going to be good. I personally think Arsenal's shown that they're not to be effed with.
Yeah.
City's shown that they
They
can
can.
be effed
Yeah, yeah.
with.
But then will also come into play. I think I've heard that their hearing for their 115 charges
Yes, please.
will be around October, November time this,
This year.
But what?
And then I wonder if they're going to have
we'll
some
see.
points deducted.
Although
That'd be beautiful.
I think they, I'll be
Yeah, but they
surprised.
play
I
so
don't-
bloody well. It's-
I don't
you
know.
know,
Yeah, but
money,
it might mean
money.
they won't win though.
yeah, but
I
I
don't
mean,
expect. But there's talk about
but you got
relegation.
but
there's
you've
talk
got
about
to
relegation
talk. Well,
the-
if they're
Do
doing,
you think that could
I don't
even
think that's
happen?
gonna-
Like,
no.
But
really?
then they're talking. I've
I
always
mean, if
thought.
Man City got relegated, goes, you're never going to have
Mate.
that party.
I
they'd be
tell you
gone for
what,
one.
right?
No, but let's be honest, they'd be gone for one season.
No, but
Yeah, of course,
They'd be gone for one
but
season.
They'll be
the
back up.
talk is that they'll be relegated through the divisions.
No, I don't believe that.
Right?
I don't
What do
believe
you mean they'll be
No, listen,
relegated
I
to
don't
the
believe it.
division?
Listen, because
Explain it, Mel.
when you look at the charges that
There's
City
a lot,
have,
mate.
it's
There's
not
some big
just
time.
charges about financial,
Fair play.
no, you know, cooking the books.
Yeah.
But they're also doing them because they refuse to give them the books. They refuse to. There's also, I don't know what will happen. I'm not a lawyer. I don't
No,
know.
of course,
Right?
but you're just
that's
saying.
some of the rumours that they're saying is that the punishment could be. But what I don't think the Premiership will have the balls. But they're saying that's what the Premiership. What I do think though is how they treated Everton.
That's how they need
How
to
they
treat City,
treated
not in
Forest.
Forest. Yeah.
Yeah.
What they're looking to do to Leicester. Now Leicester
Yes,
are up,
Leicester up.
right? I think they're trying to pave the way because remember the government's talking about wanting to take control
Of what?
of having a body that looks after football.
Government,
and the
sit
Premiership
down
don't
and
want that.
relax yourself.
So they
Why
have
do
to
the
be
government
seen.
wanna
I know, right?
and show-
Apart from that, no,
So
that,
I don't think that it will be. I will be if they're found because they've got to be found guilty.
Yeah.
We do not know if they're.
and it might not be
guilty.
happening. It might
Right?
not
They
happen.
may not
Yeah.
be found guilty.
Yeah.
If they are found guilty, it depends on what they're found guilty
I'm
of.
gonna be honest with you
right?
though.
And I couldn't see them doing. I could see them if it's really as severe as they're talking about, bouncing because bouncing maybe a division. To the
Let me tell you
championship.
something now.
That's-
Like I said before, today's the 1st of June. I promise you, whatever's happening to them is not that big a deal.
Yeah.
No,
I promise you. It's not
they're
that
gonna
big a
make
deal.
sure that
If-
it's not
even
looked
exact- it's
at
gonna-
as a big deal.
At worst things worst, it will look like it could be 10 points, but 10 points to City is what?
It's nothing.
But-
They're
but-
literally they're not
but-
sending
but-
them nowhere.
But
They're not sending them anywhere.
that's going to come into play. I
Then
think,
money
next
and
season.
lawyers, right? This is where that comes into play because
Yeah,
you can
of
pay,
course.
you know.
Well,
Yeah, but they'll probably have lawyers on retainer anyway.
yeah, they
Yeah,
have.
no,
they
but
have.
this is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
But
exactly,
we're talking
Luke,
about
this
like
is it.
we're just talking about like what could come into play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right now I'm having
Right.
a hot flash.
Oh, you
So,
literally-
Yeah.
that would be something that might come into play.
Yeah.
You know, and then we have to think about injuries. Who gets injured?
Do you know what? I
how
can't
long
wait for it to
they're
be
out
over and done
for.
with because I'm sick and
Let's
tired
get
of
this
seeing.
one on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm sick and tired of seeing the rhetoric online. People saying,
What I do want though is if they are found guilty, I don't want them to say right because Arsenal finished second this season. They
That's
get,
exactly
I
what's
don't
gonna
want it.
happen.
I want
That's
them
exactly
to
what's
wipe
gonna-
it off.
Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah,
wipe
yeah,
it off.
yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
wipe
yeah,
it
yeah.
off. Just have a
Let's just
blank
start.
Yeah.
where they've won it.
Yeah.
Don't hand it over because part of winning is being able to celebrate.
yeah.
It's like an Olympic
So you've
runner.
been giving it-
if you're
There you
it's
go.
like
You
it's
got
like
by default.
when you're a run like when Marion Jones won all the medals.
Yeah.
Right, and then she got whooped away from her.
And then somebody
Yeah,
had to be
delivered
like,
in
don't
the
give it to me.
post.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
You know,
no.
part of winning
Is in the
if you're an
moment.
athlete, right, in the moment, the sponsorships you get,
Yeah.
all of that's
Yeah.
linked to winning.
Winning.
Right?
Yeah.
So just wipe it off and just have a blank.
Yeah.
Yeah, but irrespective, the
Or
fact
just have a sign that says City were cheats.
See,
City with cheats. City with cheats.
irrespective of that, personally, I say this to Dominic all the time, but when he says stuff like, "Oh, I hope so and so loses, so when we win," and I'm like, that's a shitty way to win.
Of course.
That's a shitty.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, I hope, like early in the season, you'll be like, "Oh, I hope this person does this and hope this person does that."
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, just hope your team plays well.
No,
Well,
I'm with Dominic, mate.
I'm a little bit of Dominic.
Yeah,
No.
I look and I say, right,
Wait.
I want you to lose. I want you to lose.
Nah. But then,
When we
no.
played Man City,
But I still want that team to win.
when we played Man City in the FA Cup,
Yeah.
Foden had a couple of fingers folded up. No
You
pun.
were like, I hope he's
I
broken
was
his
like,
arm or
it's a
something.
shame, it's not his fault.
Okay, put it like this. Imagine running. No, but put it this way. Imagine running. Things I played sports as a kid.
Yeah.
I want to beat the best. That's just my. Here's
did
the
I.
thing.
So
Like,
did I.
it's not. I'm gonna say slightly different for you lot this year, not in previous years. Previous years, like, as in this year, you played your hearts out, so it did come down to how other people played because you did everything you could do. But in previous years, when you weren't doing far all, hoping so and so loses so that you win, it's stupid.
Let me give you an example.
It's stupid.
No, let me give you an
Come out
example,
with
right?
thinking.
I've been watching Arsenal
Yeah.
for
40 years.
a long time. Right?
Sorry.
A long time. And I can remember, right? Back in the 70s,
Yeah.
back in the 80s, when we weren't winning nothing, right? So it's not just now.
Yeah.
I can remember we weren't great all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And I can remember looking at the league table, and this is when Dickie Davis used to do World of Sport. Right? That's how far back I go.
Right.
Right?
Dickie
And
I don't know who that is.
right? And I used to look at the league table and look at the highlight would be, are we above Tottenham or not below? Right? We weren't getting into
Always,
Europe. We
always.
weren't doing nothing. And I'd be like, well, if that person loses and we win, we jump up one position.
Can I just
So
tell you
I've been
something?
doing that from
But can I
time.
just tell you something? That's called a loser mentality.
Yeah.
It's like winning Olympic 100-meter gold medal because Usain didn't run.
No, absolutely.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Actually,
Yeah. You want it 'cause
you're going to go out there and give your best.
Because what's going to happen is everyone's always going to say,
it doesn't matter what anyone else
and
is
everybody's
doing.
always going to tell
Yeah.
you only
But
won
yeah,
because
of
they're not there,
this.
Yeah.
and you will never be able to say you're the best.
Fucking care.
I think if you'd won maybe 10 times in the last season, I think you'd want to be winning. I think you would care.
What I'm saying to you is this: if City got their titles taken away, I wouldn't want it. That's not how I want to win.
Yeah,
right?
I get that.
I'm gonna say
No,
that.
definitely.
Yeah, but that's more or less what I'm saying.
Right.
Think about
But
it.
it was
But
handed to you,
when
you
I'm
take
looking
it,
at
right?
the league every week, right? If someone's up my ass, I want them to lose.
Yeah, but
If
that's
someone's
different.
above me,
Yeah,
I
but
want them
that's-
to
But that's
lose.
not what I'm
That's
saying.
what you mean.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm
But that's
saying
what
you
you
start
mean.
I'm
now
saying
for
playing
season.
shit, finishing 10th, and hoping to death that so-and-so
No,
loses
yeah.
and so-and-so loses.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
doing
So
that
we can just
consistently,
go up.
year after year after year, praying literally watching other teams' games, hoping that they lose, just so that you can win. That's bullshit. What you want is what happened this year, that it's a point in it between the two of you. And that's the situation because we've played our hearts out. We played so well. Now we need you to fumble. As opposed to, we're shit, so we need
But
you
we
to
need you to
fumble.
We
win.
want
as
everybody
well.
else to be shit too.
What do you mean?
No, we're shit, so we want everybody else to be shit too.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's like running a race.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? At this point, I'm good. And I'm good with my chest.
I'm also going to tell this. If I'm running 100 metres and I'm running with Shelly-Ann Fraser, which I'd never do because I run backwards, not forward. If I was running against Shelly-Ann Fraser, I wanted to broke her fucking foot. So I
But
could
would you
win.
want that win? If she
gonna
falls on their face, do you want that win?
Yes.
Nah, because everyone's gonna. What's the same thing for Arsenal? If Arsenal wins purely because City
No,
flop,
I hear that.
you're gonna
I wouldn't-
never
no,
hear
no,
the end of that.
No. As I said, that's different.
But that's
if
the same
I'm-
thing about
but
Shelly-Ann.
if
She
I'm-
dropped when she
No,
kissed.
if I'm running in a race and I know someone's faster than me, right? And I somehow managed to get to the final. I would want everybody other than me to drop.
No, I'd want them to be slow, not drop.
I would want them to do their hamstring.
I would want to be the fastest person on the
sure.
field.
Yeah, but I might go
Do
in
you know
there
what?
knowing
For
that
me,
I'm not
it's
the
just
fastest.
simple. I like to win, so
I would-
even the race.
Hey,
doesn't
hey,
go for
hey,
Also,
hey,
I
what
want to
you're
be able to shake my face in my
That's what I'm
hand
saying.
in your face.
Do you remember when you
you know what I mean?
beat you and then when we beat you lot and I was like,
Yeah.
take that.
But you know what? I've never got to do that back to you because I
Take
just
that.
decided I'm never watching the game. Because it's too rude.
Because you could have
Too
watched the stream
rude.
because you have beaten us.
Yeah.
So, you know, I literally
rude.
did. Too rude.
All right, ladies, please talk to me about Sonia.
Who's Sonia?
She is the new
new
Chelsea
Chelsea.
women's
Yeah.
manager.
She used to be formerly Lyon, the French team Lyon, females, their manager. And all I can say is
Where's she from?
Lyon at one point was
Bombastic.
huge in female football.
Okay.
And they might still be very, very good.
Okay.
So I don't know, but I don't know how. It's very hard to follow someone like Emma. But I think it's very hard. And I always say, when you have someone like Emma Hayes in charge of Chelsea, you don't want to be the next manager. You want to be the one after.
It's a bit like with you lot, Liverpool.
Klopp,
Like, you don't really want to be after Klopp. You want to be the one after Klopp.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
This is what we're
this
saying,
is-
right? Even the Fergie and the Wenger,
Well,
right?
They leave on a high.
Well, Wenger didn't even leave on a high, but it was really hard to follow.
For
for what
sure.
Wenger had done. And Emery...
Did you not
No, but a high is subjective. Like, for instance, they didn't win nothing, but the team is nobody could catch them this year.
Yeah.
It was 1-2-3, and then no one's catching Liverpool.
Yeah.
The team is playing
No,
well
I'm saying,
consistently, year in, year out. They're finishing top three.
exactly.
That's a high.
what he did
I
for
was
the
going to
club.
say, but Emery came after Wenger, and he didn't really stand
Was
a
he?
chance.
But he was handpicked though.
It was after Wenger. It was after Emery. So Arteta came after. Arteta was handpicked.
Emery was handpicked.
Emery was
Arteta.
interviewed.
Maybe I think Man United.
Yeah,
Even
Arteta was
Moyes
handpicked.
was
Yeah.
Was
as
handpicked,
well.
yeah.
What? I think we don't really
But
spend no time to him, but there you
Before,
go.
before we have a quick chat about tennis, have you heard about the new offside rule?
No,
That
please tell us.
they're
No,
trying
you were saying.
and they're wanting to bring in. They're going to vote on it, and if they vote on it, it will come in for 25, 26. And the change will be is at the moment if your finger's offside, you're offside.
Yeah.
The change will be Wenger's trying to implement it. That it will be that your whole body has to be offside.
Thank you.
I think that makes
Thank
sense,
you.
though,
That
because,
makes
I mean,
total
if
sense.
Your
my
whole
whole thing
body,
is-
not your kneecap.
No, I
your
think
big
that's
toes.
fair because
That's-
it really
that's
fucks up the
foolishness.
game. I think that's brilliant. Because
think
what,
so.
imagine...
Because it's your whole body
Hence,
that's
you've
that
scored
effort.
a bad boy goal and the tip of my nail...
Yeah, I think that's bullshit. But I,
I
feel
mean,
like
what's that
if
gain in my
if the
game?
foot with the ball is offside, the foot with the ball.
It's saying the body.
Yeah, but you see my point? Because the body can
No,
be
I
behind.
think if
The body's
the
always
foot-
going to be
if-
behind the foot.
Exactly. So I'm in
I
line
think
with the
yeah,
last
foot-
defender.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
I mean,
that's true.
Put it this way.
We've seen it when they've said the shoulders offside, or
Yeah.
The man's
the
going
kneecaps
forward.
offside, or it's been so tight, right? And football had always been, at least in the past, that you give the advantage to the attacking,
To the attacking team.
But here's the problem
And-
with
and-
that.
and-
But
and-
no,
give
but
me
Mel,
advantage to the attacking
here's the
Wait,
problem
I'm
with that.
rethinking that.
Yeah, here's the problem with that. Right, kick's been free kicks gone behind me or whatever. I am in line with my defender. I immediately turn around. Right, before the foot, I immediately turn around. Now your foot. You have done a little cheeky one.
No,
Your foot
so
is
he's
behind.
saying your whole body.
No, but what I'm saying is
No,
now
I know
your
that, but
foot.
because your foot is still in
Yeah,
front.
but you know, we've all done it where we're watching the game and the person scored a goal, and it's taken them so long
to kind of
work out that it's offside because it's like.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the minutia.
No,
I'm
but
talking
that's-
about the
you
ones
can't-
where
that's
you know what I mean. Where and the thing is, if your whole body's leaning forward, you're offside, bro.
Well,
forget a finger.
well,
forget if your whole body's
I
clean.
don't know.
I
It's
think
too
that matters
hard.
though. Those
That-
minutes, those little minutes, whatever's difference, right, makes a difference.
Yeah, but the thing
matters
is,
because
when you
of what
think-
you're saying.
Yeah, but and the thing is, right, is once you start saying, well, if it's the feet or if the leg's offside, then he's offside. But if the shoulder's offside, it's not offside. It's open to interpretation. It has to be really a solid.
Yeah, but equally, if you're saying the whole body, we're now moving the goalpost completely.
But that's what they're going to do. They're changing the offside.
No,
rule.
but what I'm saying is, for instance, if you're saying the whole body, I could have turned around, put my foot out, received the ball, but because my whole body
It's behind, yeah.
is behind,
And you're
you're
gymnastic.
onside. You're onside.
I'm onside now. But I've taken advantage of my foot being long enough to carry a ball, and I didn't. There has to be.
I like the idea. Personally, I like the idea of it. I'd have to see it in practice.
But this is,
I
you know
like the
what? In
idea
my
of it.
head, I'm not going to.
But it's often
right now,
so
I'm
tight.
picturing-
It's often so
positions.
tight that if it is a whole body, someone's going to get away with doing a cheeky turn too early.
I get that. I hear that. But as it stands at the moment,
We'll see.
when,
I want to see in
after
practice.
taking
Because it's
Yeah.
playing in my
Yeah,
brain.
same
Well, they're
here.
trying.
Do you know why as well?
They're
Because I just feel like
trying
we're
it. I
saying
think-
whole body, that's going to change everything.
But they're
Yeah,
trying
most
it at the
definitely.
moment. So
Most
I'm not
definitely.
sure which countries they're trying it in. So FIFA are trying it. So it's going to be a FIFA directive.
Okay.
So FIFA trying it. It may or may not be in the Euros. I don't know. And then we'll get to see.
But I'm kind of, do you know what? The more I deep it, it's not making sense. It's not going to make sense.
Well, I'm for
because
it.
no, if it makes sense, but in what you're saying, your positioning, how you move your body, the way you play, you're going to turn. Your foot's going to. Do you know what I mean?
But
So
now the
how
whole body has to be
then-
over the line.
Right,
so the
how
whole
then do I
leg being over is
position
not enough.
like, what, I just stand still straight to make sure I'm not on side, or do you get what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say?
I
I don't think it's going to be an
it's not gonna
issue
be
for the attacking player, and it's more an issue for the defending player
yeah,
than anything.
yeah.
Because the attacking player
Everything's
gets to go.
Yeah.
and be
just
like,
make
but
sure.
I'm still, it's not my whole leg.
Yeah.
Because you're in line with my
But
waist.
actually,
do you know what I mean?
It will make the defender.
Because you're in line with my waist, but it's just my leg. It's my whole leg is past the line. But
yeah.
But it might make the defender really think about what they're doing. And
Well, I would like to hear what the.
I think.
But equally, there's some
themselves think.
times where all eyes are facing front and someone just decides to take their little chance, go around. And now, do you see what I'm saying?
Well, it's got to be voted on, so it's not going to come in.
I think it needs to be.
That's my it has to be.
It's got to be.
But I agree with what you're saying. It should be clear and obvious.
Yeah.
Not a finger. It shouldn't be any part of your body that doesn't give you an advantage.
Boom.
There you go, Lou.
Boom. I like
So
that.
if it is your finger, then no, that's no advantage.
Yeah.
But if it's your foot, you're offside.
I can sit with that.
And
I
that's
can sit with
what
that.
I agree
Because
with.
that's where you already started running. You're
I can sit with that.
you're taking
Because
that advantage.
As I said, Bruno and I know they've given offside because the man's elbow.
Yeah. And it's got to be a part of your body that gives you advantage.
Exactly, totally. So
I think that's just got to be. It's got to be a part of your body that doesn't give you an advantage.
Yeah.
And so it can't be your fingers.
I
it
think
can't.
you should write to Wenger.
I should. No, but
I think
I want this. I want it like, what do you call it when you patent it or some shit?
Oh yeah. Girl.
Yeah, basically.
that one.
Yeah, I hear you. So tennis quickly.
Yes.
My boy. So French Open.
Yeah.
Love tennis. I don't miss any Grand Slams ever. My whole life.
You stay up for the Australian?
Oh, honey, I record it.
Oh, okay.
Then,
So can you've
everyone.
got recording abilities.
I do.
Yeah.
So
Not
I
all of
record-
us.
And then do you avoid watching the
Oh,
adverts.
yes.
Yeah.
I
I've got no
certainly
more
do.
questions now.
Right? That's fine. That's not a problem. But yeah, I love tennis. And Rafa has just played his last Roland Garros.
Yeah, that's a shame.
How old is he?
Pace.
He's 37.
Yeah.
He's won it 14 times.
How's he looking? What's he looking like? And like, does he
Yeah,
look-
Oh,
he's
he's,
really
do you know what? He's aged in the
He
face,
has
but his
aged in
body
the
looks
face.
good.
but like, could he have gone another year? Was he still winning?
Do you know
His
what?
body
Rafa-
won't
He's on a
hold up
high.
though, will it? His body
No,
won't
it's
hold
not
up.
even so much. Yeah, it's true. They do go through a lot. It's his foot. He's got a foot problem that his Nike. Sorry, Tina.
I've got a foot
Nike
problem.
actually create his shoes. It's something to do with his instep. There's a foot issue that he's always had, and his shoes are designed for him in a particular way. But that foot issue has given him
Right.
Gone
a lot
through.
of problems.
He's gone
Has
through a lot
gone
of-
through so much, but he didn't play last year. He was not seeded, and he drew to
it's a
play the first round of the French Open with Zverev, who's seeded and who's a good player, and he got knocked out.
But did you see when
Who, Rafa?
Yeah,
Did you see
he's
when
done
he-
now.
Did you see when he did his training match? When he was doing his warm-up match?
Warm up.
No,
Right, it was a full stadium to
Yeah,
watch him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Like,
that, though.
Yeah.
like he's loved because
he's great. He's a
from what
goat.
I understand, clay was his ground.
That's
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
the king
yeah.
of the
Clay
He
was
is the
his
king
ground.
of clay. He has
Yeah.
won it the most 14 times.
And the French, and you know the French,
They love
can be
him.
very difficult.
Oh, man.
They are a
love
difficult crowd.
him.
They are a
Mate.
difficult crowd.
They love him.
Love
Yeah.
him.
But yeah, so for me
Yeah.
as a tennis lover, another great is finishing the game. Serena, my girl, finished a couple of years ago. I cried,
And,
y'all.
and you know,
Did you?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, I
I
did too.
cried. She was doing her speech, and I was like, "No, Serena, I love Serena."
yeah.
Is Venus still
watched
playing?
those
No.
girls
Well,
when
I
the
think
beads.
now and again. So she almost kind of like, okay, I'll just.
And even
just-
her, she's
yeah,
got
but
an illness, autoimmune disease or something,
yeah.
right? So she
Yeah, she's-
obviously
yeah. But
helped
Serena
her bones
had,
stiffen up.
She had loads of problems because remember she got that foot injury that then she got septis, I think, and she was
Who's
in
this-
hospital
who's this
for about-
Serena Venus?
This is when she had
And then
her baby.
No, before
This is
that.
before
that.
Yeah, before that she had a foot injury. She cut
Oh yes,
her
of
foot,
course she did. Yes,
and
she
then
did.
it's like she got septis or something, and she was in hospital for that
long
one
time.
Took her, she's come back
Yeah.
for a lot. I mean, I like tennis,
She's a
but
goat.
I've had
Greatest.
particular.
She wasn't
like,
pregnant, no?
She
Became
yeah.
pregnant. Yes,
Okay.
that's right, Lou.
Yeah.
Is that Australian
But she-
Open?
Yeah.
It was. I've always liked Serena. Boris was my guy. Boris
Listen,
Becker.
Steffi,
Steffi
Boris,
Graf. Oh
Andre
my gosh.
Agassi for me.
Andre was my
Pete
man.
Sampras.
I used to wear all his trainers. Every trainer that he bought, I went out
Pete
there.
Sampras,
Yeah.
even the
Andre
madman
was
John
nice.
Going back a bit more beyond Borg.
Borg. Oh
Yeah.
my
Beyond
gosh.
Borg,
for sure.
yeah.
For
Listen,
sure.
yeah.
I like tennis players that. So I loved Andre because he, it's not just a serve.
Yeah,
It's
he
not
had
serve
no,
day.
yeah.
Volley,
He was
yeah,
entertaining.
volley,
He was
and-
all sorts.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
He had a whole
And
lot.
run
He
on
was
it,
very
and run on
versatile.
it. But you know what? You've got some great tennis players coming through.
You know, well done to
Mm.
Osaka for coming back and actually making her
Man, what
stamps.
happened to her?
Does she have a baby as well?
She had a baby.
She had a
No,
baby.
the other day she lost against herself. Not
She
that.
beat herself.
I mean, what? Like, I mean, we know, and you know, I love the fact that she's been very open about her mental health difficulties.
Thank God.
So we
Which they all
know
need
that
to really
there's
speak
always a
about.
struggle
With
for
her,
her.
yeah.
And it's about self-love as opposed to self-hate
sure.
when you lose.
Yep.
But you know, she was
And
so
that's-
close. It was
but guess
bad.
She
what?
was like literally
Listen,
like
she beat herself, but she was also she beat herself.
She
Let's
definitely
give us
did.
match
She
points.
definitely did.
Yeah.
But you know why I love tennis? And I respect tennis players. They play for 4.
Yeah, man.
They can play up to 4
Yeah, man.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Big
You don't
respect.
have a football teammate. All right, mate, let's G you on. Come on, boys, we got
No,
this.
you and you
I've
against
got
you.
to G
Your
me
mind.
up.
It's just
Right?
It's great.
It's
G
a lot.
me up and
It's a lot.
the skill.
And then
the
sometimes when the crowd is not
fitness.
for you,
Oh.
you got to play against them and all
Djokovic,
sorts.
do you know what I love about Djokovic? He'll pick out somebody. Somebody might shout something.
Yeah, and he will
that
be just on.
don't like
I'm
him,
gonna show
and they
you.
shout something against him, and he stops.
Yeah.
And he looks in the crowd.
Yep.
And he's like, "Really? Is it?
I'm gonna
Okay,
show you. Watch this. And he plays
And
literally
I
I
think
against
that-
I don't like Djokovic though. I think he's a dick.
A lot of people don't like Djokovic. I love Djokovic.
I think he's a dick.
I've watched
He's an
him
acquired
since
taste
he
himself.
played. And the thing is, do you know
I
what?
liked him when he first bust because
Yeah,
he
for
tried
sure,
and he
he
tried and he
was
tried
calm. I watched him
until
from
he
Day Dot.
got it.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
he had his
from Day Dot.
first,
For sure.
as soon as he won his first one, that was it. He had to
He
just
was
break
off.
that, you know, break that little barrier.
Roger Federer.
But he's a bit of a dick.
A lot of
Federer,
respect.
I'll be
I
like
wasn't
this.
a fan.
I wasn't.
Federer's
He
a
was
bit
very
boring.
boring.
That's why I
He
wasn't a
was
fan.
so
boring.
And I didn't like him. I'm a
Bit violent
person,
entertaining.
right? When
Yeah.
you beat in tennis, when you beat the
Your
person
per-
that
that
I
you
love,
like?
oh no, we ain't friends.
Are you
now.
one of them?
Oh no, we're not friends. I don't like you. Naomi Osaka, God bless it. Took me a minute to like her.
Yeah, no, it took me a minute to
She
like it
obviously
too.
that final with Serena Williams,
Yeah,
right?
I didn't like him for a long time. I was like, you see you, but then I was like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
But I mean, trust me, she deserved to win.
No, she deserved to
beat
win.
her,
She beat
right?
her
And it's just-
safely.
dude,
Serena
but,
lost her. She
you know,
I'm not a cheat.
Serena-
You stole the point from me.
Yeah,
I did
no,
not
it was-
cheat.
it wasn't pretty.
I don't
It wasn't a
cheat.
pretty
oh my
match
God,
for
Serena
her.
lost her shit to the
Yeah,
point where I was like,
literally.
honey, I love you, but let's just calm it down
Calm
right
it
now.
down, step
And
back,
play
step
the
back.
game. Lou, she lost the plot. But yeah, so
Yeah,
Gotta
I mean,
love her.
and I was like, you know what? I don't like. Who's this girl?
yeah,
is
Federer,
good.
Federer beat Pete Sampras. And he beat Pete Sampras.
But I
and
don't
that's
like
when I was
Pete Sampras.
like,
I never
like
liked
you, so
Pete
I never-
Sampras.
Oh no, but you see, I do.
I
You
thought
clearly
Pete-
don't like
no,
people that I like, innit?
No, I don't.
Like Man United and Tottenham.
Like Man United. Girls, I wanna make
Go
sure
on,
that we
girl,
have
go
a
on,
quick.
girl, go on,
We
Lou.
do touch on this. So your boy Trump,
Oh,
I think it was
God.
all
34.
34 charges. He was found guilty.
Do you know what?
Did
Right?
you think he was
'Cause
gonna
my
get time?
my first
No.
response.
No,
The
don't be
judge
silly.
said you can take. I meant,
He was.
The judge will say what them
But
say.
what I after finished laughing because I have to say I bust out a laugh.
I thought
when
that was
heard it.
brilliant.
Then I was like, how is it possible that he can still run?
This is
But-
my
but-
question.
But I know the answer.
Go
What's
on.
the
Right.
answer?
So there's only three things that eliminate you from running for president. Right.
Dead?
You have to be over 35.
You have to be of the
You
country.
have to have lived in America for over, don't quote me, 14, 15 years.
Okay.
For you to
And-
run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to be a nationalised American.
Oh my gosh.
That's the only thing.
Oh.
And
So
that's
being a criminal
and that's,
matters.
and that's written in their constitution.
Oh
So, but then
my
people,
days,
but then
America's so
how is
fucked
that
up.
even right? Because black people weren't able to vote if they've had a criminal record. But you can tell me you
that's
can run?
voting, that's running
Yeah,
for
but
president.
No, but imagine not being able to have a say in your country if you got a record.
But that's in the
Come
constitution.
on.
Within American law, it says if you have a criminal record, you cannot vote. And then most black people go to prison because they're racist.
But
you've gotta
take the
put
black
that
out
so they
of it just
don't
for a
vote.
split second and just use
Come on.
logic. You're saying if I commit a crime, I can no longer vote on what happens in my country.
Yep.
But I can run it.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That makes sense to me.
But I can run
Thank
it.
you.
But
That makes
I
sense to
was
me.
having this discussion with my wife, and I said to her, I imagine when they drafted the Constitution, they never believed they would be in a position where
We've been doing
a criminal would
Foreign
even
actors
be
like
Run
running.
in their country.
And
You get me? I can't
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
that
Yeah.
they even because remember the
Thought about that.
Constitution's written
Yeah,
like, I don't
by
know,
the founding
17
fathers.
or whatever.
And apart from that, the standards of morals. I mean,
Oh,
everything.
that's- no,
that's
the
what
women,
I'm,
mate.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
exactly.
So
It's changed
I
so
imagine,
much.
but because I couldn't believe that you could run, so I checked, and and those are the only three things.
I'm glad you checked.
That's why Arnie, when people were like, oh my
Oh,
god, he's
yeah, but he
he's
was the governor. I
Austria,
love Arnie
whatever,
though.
because he's been there for so long.
He was able
and
to
he's
run for governor.
nationalised.
And he
That's
could
why,
be-
yeah.
But that makes perfect sense. If you're naturalized, essentially you're a
You're a
citizen.
citizen.
But,
Yeah,
what,
yeah, yeah.
but what's interesting is if he runs, but no, we know he's going to run, right? Come voting day in
He's
November,
gonna run.
he can't
is
vote.
running now.
Damn.
He can't vote, though he can run.
That's the most
crazy.
stupidest thing I've
That's
ever
a bit
heard.
mad,
Do
isn't
you know
it?
America's a bit of a fucked up
But I
country
do
in some
wonder
levels,
if,
you know.
well, so is ours with Mr. Sunak wanting to give national service.
I'm not
to
saying
18
ours
years.
is
Yo,
like,
service.
When
Do you
I
know
heard
what?
that,
I was like, take your midget off.
Do you know
the
what?
when I
bus.
heard that, I said, Tarika,
Do you know
you're glad
No
you're not
child
18
of mine.
anymore.
Not child of
Can
mine.
I have a look, right, and say, my daughter's 18 in December.
Oh, for real.
Right? Do you know
How old
what?
is your Pitney?
Right?
17,
She's
18
18 in
October.
October.
18 in December. Do you know what's happening? I'm shipping her to my mother.
Wait,
In Jamaica.
when are they trying to implement this?
If they win.
It's not gonna happen, and I feel like at this point,
Yeah, no,
they
don't
win.
be
I'm not
silly.
gonna lie to you. I
Election
feel
is
like Sunak saying everything he can to not
not
get voted
win.
again.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what?
It's like, I don't want to be in this position. So let me just fuck it up.
Remember,
For
Sunak,
myself.
right, is dual national, right? He's got American national as a British. My man's
Really?
looking to head to America.
Go and run.
So he is doing everything possible.
Everybody do some food.
Do you know what as well? You know what? This is the problem with our country. You've got somebody who is naturally ridiculously wealthy, and I don't mean, and I
Yeah,
don't mean
like-
a little piece
No,
wealthy. I don't
I
mean
mean
that
wealthy
his
for sure.
wife is part of it.
Yeah,
Is it? Was it
okay.
Condoms.
I'm not part of that. Remember the steel company?
Yeah, Teta.
They are
Stupidly wealthy.
stupidly wealthy kind of thing,
Right.
and yet you are telling us what we should pay in taxes.
Listen. He went to Cornwall on part of his, this election
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Right? He went to Cornwall, took the train because, obviously
He's gotta look good.
He's got to be seen taking
Yeah,
the train.
exactly. There you
Took a
go.
sleeper. Cornwall is one of the poorest boroughs. I'm not sure it's a borough of Cornwall, but it's one of the poorest
County.
counties,
Yeah.
right? And he went there rocking up a £750 rucksack on his back.
Can you imagine what his watch costs? Can you
And
imagine
I'm
what
like,
his
there's
suit
a rucksack
costs?
at home. I mean, on the train
I never
or
liked
somewhere.
the fucker Boris, but at least he looked a mess.
Oh,
You
Boris,
know
but
what I
this
mean?
is
You know what?
I think it's a little bit discriminatory, but you almost do want to. Here's the thing: I wouldn't even mind if it was Alan Sugar, even though Alan Sugar is wealthy. He's self-made.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? As in,
Yeah.
he's made
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
UK.
no,
He
you're
started
right.
with
He was at the
Amstrad.
market,
He invested in
yeah,
business.
yeah.
Same thing with the Virgin guy, self-made. That man went bankrupt. So it's almost like they still have a touch on reality. Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
Yes.
They still understand people's problems. This geezer's not got the foggiest.
Nope.
No.
He's not. This is the same man that when someone said something racist, it took him how many
A
hours
little
to
while to
say
even recognise that he was.
just
that
to
he
say it
was.
was, and he's weak, he's weedy, he's tiny,
he's so
and
weak,
he was never
for sure.
your own people didn't vote for you.
But he wasn't voted. He
No.
was
Your own
voted.
people didn't vote for you.
No.
They voted for that idiot first. She fucked up the economy and fucked off, and they said, "All right, fine, you get
You
up."
get in there. Let's see what you can do.
All right.
No,
And who was
the
it for
other
her? Who got in before
Guys, can
her?
we just take...
It was Boris. So it was Boris.
It was Boris. He got no
Razor.
confidence.
And then
Off
you've
he
got
pops.
the other one. What's her name? Who after...
Trust.
Before she...
Trust and
Yes.
Trust.
Trust came along, mashed
Hey,
up.
that's
No
a
cheek of that woman.
foolishness, you
Came
know.
here, mashed up the country, sent everybody's mortgages up high,
And
then
then
said,
fucked off.
"No, wait," and then said, "Can I pick the honours list? Can I put 10 people on the honours list? I know I've lost my job, but if you don't mind."
Yeah. Trustonomics, man. Yeah.
And then and national service, my ass. Fighting for
Yeah,
what
you
country?
can pick that. When I
Fighting
heard
for
that...
what country? You're mad. The same country you want to tell me go home? Behave.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Babe.
Exactly.
Right, but I must go and step out and start fighting for you.
Well, I just know my daughter is not doing no.
no, I think a lot of people, all colours,
I don't-
they're not going to
I think, apart from that, I think that's against our human rights.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, but
Right.
half the Conservative Party want us to be out
No,
of the
but
human,
but we're not at the
convention.
but we're not at the ECJ yet. So
No, but then hopefully, well, I probably hopefully they won't win, so they can't
they're not
try
going
and
to
do
do
it.
it.
Yeah,
Fine.
exactly.
But even so, getting us like that is
Yeah, but surely, guys, at this point, who's going to be voting Conservative?
people that are conservative. Here's
Well,
the thing.
I mean, if
do you know one
have
thing I
been
don't mind? One
Conservative
thing
the
I
whole time,
don't.
but-
Here's me. I'm not a left. I'm not a far left.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
I'm not even a liberal. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle.
I
I'm a
agree.
liberal. As an adult, I'm somewhere in the middle.
Yep.
I would consider that.
When I was
that's
younger, yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
but when I was
liberal.
younger, I was left.
yeah, but
Fairness for everybody.
yeah, but-
Whereas now I'm like, well, I'll work for it.
Yeah, but you're describing.
Yeah, no, it's
but you're
true.
describing your. I would suggest that you're liberal.
Yeah, I'm liberal.
you're
Like, put it this way,
describing
Because you're
every-
just.
yes,
I'm
not
liberal.
I want what's
Yeah,
right. I want
I'm
what's
liberal.
right for the
I'm just
country.
right, yeah,
Put it this way,
exactly.
whenever they do the what's it when he every year when they tell us what they can do with money.
The Treasury.
Right, whenever they tell us what I don't even listen. I'm not even
Budget.
Budget. I'm not listening anymore for what's in it for me. I'm just listening for okay, so what's in it for students? What's in it for
Absolutely.
poorer people? What's in it for the
Yes.
younger kids?
Yes.
And at this point, I'm not. I don't care what's in it for me because there's never anything really in it. There isn't.
You just know that your tax is going up.
We are in a position where the budget would never affect us. We will always pay what we're paying. Okay, yes, national insurance went down. There's something. Maybe your income tax.
VAT went up. VAT went down.
But generally speaking, you see no different in your wage.
No, but you want it for the poorest of the country for the country or those kids coming up. You want it. So for me at this point, I'm looking at what's in for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So whereas there's a lot of people in this world who are still like, even though they're well off, saying what's in it for me.
What's in it for me?
And I mean, that aside, I do feel like trying to conscript our children is mad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mad. Your kid first, isn't it?
Well, let's see.
Yeah, let's see what
your kid first.
I want to see how they're gonna get them little gangsters.
Yo,
Look at all man them. They might go. They might go. They're like, what man? You're gonna give me an AK? But my point is, it's unconstitutional to force people.
That's what they
Thing is, if we always had it, different conversation. Like in Israel, they've had it, and Nigeria, I think you do have to do it, but you don't have to go to war. I think you just have to
be within.
Isn't that the same in the US at one point as well?
No,
it
used to be, but
at
that's
one point
wartime.
That's wartime.
Wartime.
But now, no. I'm not saying to fight for which country.
They did do it in Zambia though. They did do it in Zambia.
No, I was like, I feel like he's trying to sabotage himself.
I literally was like, he lost his mind.
There's so much wrong with our country, but this is what you're trying to sell us.
And as much as I'd love to keep this conversation going because it feels very entertaining, our time is up.
Next time we're gonna talk about Diddy though.
Yeah,
he ain't getting away. Look at me in my face.
Well,
he ain't getting away.
Actually,
right, I've been Lou, late Lou.
I'm TT.
And I'm Miss Mel.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say this is Sports, Bants and Prosecco.
We'll see you next time.
Off to watch Champions League final.
Yes, to watch the Champions League final.
Come on, Madrid.
We'll see you in about 2 hours. We're going live.
Let's go and get a drink.
Yeah.
Let's go. Real drink.
Yeah, real drink.
Big people take.
Big up.